Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
All bangers for my members, all bangers for my members, y'all. Let's get it. All bangers for my members. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get it. Let's go. Y'all already know the count. Let's finish this story, man. We are now on chapter 15. Still in the jail. Y'all already know what time it is, man. But just continuing from where we left off at, yeah. Like, y'all understand that I'm finally chilling. Like, I'm not going to the hole, which is a good thing. Y'all already know that's what I've been doing. I've been doing that the whole time. I've been taking y'all through this journey. It's just going to the hole. I was being young and dumb, but I'm slightly growing up right before my eyes. I'm kind of getting better at knowing how to pick my battles. I'm kind of getting better knowing how to pick my friends. I'm getting better at a lot of things, and these are the things that I needed to get better at for the simple fact that I'm on the way to the big house. So those little things that I was getting better at, man, those were the things that I had to get better at. It was a must. It was a matter of life and death, because if you don't know how to move by the time you get to prison, you can end up like a lot of people that I be talking about in them stories. And I didn't want to be like these people, man. So I'm trying to just learn and just do better things, man. So after the last situation that went down, you know what I mean? It's like not only the CEOs knew that I was a maniac in disguise and I was in hibernation, chilling, just waiting to go to penitentiary. Like, I really didn't put my hands on the dude, you know what I mean? The dude that was the Viking in the pot. I didn't hit him. I didn't do none of these things. I just threw the mop bucket stuff on him, you know what I mean? So like, they moved him out the block, and that was a good thing. And the block kind of just went back to being regular. Like, the block wasn't a bad block. I'm not even gonna lie. And I think that was one of the main reasons that I stayed in there kind of the longest of any block I've been in Virginia Beach jail. So everything was going good. I'm in there. I'm doing a lot of reading. You know what I mean? I'm starting to work out more. I'm just trying to get my mind right and be able to do things just so I can not have to be around people or talk to people. So I was doing anything that I could just to be something I can do by myself, working out, reading, just staying in the room, just in the cut, get on the phone when I have to. Like, I wasn't trying to be involved with nothing. The only thing I'm waiting for is when this bus need to come get me. So that's all I was doing in the block, was cooling. But around this time right here in the beach jail that I'm talking about, man, Virginia Beach jail, man, like, I can remember them going through a whole situation where they was getting overcrowded. And it was getting overcrowded to the point where families started complaining. Families started calling up there because they started doing all type of crazy stuff. Like, I can remember, man, like at one particular time, y'all, we have 6 cells in the block. Nah, 7. If it wasn't 7, it was 6, one of the two. We have 7 cells in the block. Each cell holds 2 people, 2 beds. They had all those cells filled, and they had at least 11, 12 people on our floor. Now, the most people I seen sleeping on the floor when I was in a block in the jail was probably 4 or 5. And the blocks are not big. You're never gonna go in a block that's super big. When I was in there, I heard they got new stuff now, like big open dorms and all that. But back when I first was coming to the jail, when I first got locked up, the blocks were all small. So like 5, 6 dudes on the floor is a lot of dudes sleeping on the floor. You gotta understand. So like, I'm in the block and I'm looking at over 11, 10 dudes on the floor. You know what I mean? So it was this one dude, man, like he tried to get a lawsuit. He wasn't in the block, but I heard about it. They were saying he was in the block beside us, but they said somebody stepped on him by accident and like kind of like hurt his head real bad, and he was on the floor. So, you know, when he got out, they say he tried to sue and all that. And I don't know where the case went at, but I knew it was a big thing about how crowded the jail was at this time, man. So people was just uncomfortable. People were on edge, and people wasn't feeling that there was so many people that was in this block. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, if people gonna keep breaking the law and people gonna keep doing crime, and they gotta bring them somewhere, y'all. They gotta bring them somewhere for them to be. It's so freaking crowded. Everybody looking crazy. Like when I come out now, it's like I gotta gingerly walk past dudes and go this way and do this and do that. And like, I started thinking like, yo, like this is crazy, man. Like, what if they run out of space? What they gonna do? Where they gonna put dudes at if they run out of space? Because the same thing was going on in the block beside us. The same thing was going on the block down there from us. Like everything was just like how I'm telling y'all. It was too crowded in the jail. The jail had too many people in it. So when the jail has too many people in it, they tend to make mistakes. They tend to do things that's not how they usually do things when it comes to protocol and being in the jail and the rules they supposed to follow. And I'm talking about the people that work there, the magistrate, the people, the CEOs, all that. That's what I'm talking about. But they tend to make mistakes. I'm in the block, y'all, I'm chilling. And I told y'all, when people, you'll know when, like, because they'll just bring people in your block. Like, it's jail. So it ain't like they got a spot where they send dudes and you're going to sit for 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Then they're going to bring you in the block. No. Once you down and booking and you get booked and classified, you coming upstairs or you coming to wherever you're supposed to be at. You don't got a lot of time. You might stay downstairs and go in that block I was telling y'all about a while ago in my members. But all the upstairs stuff is violence. So once you get booked and classified, you coming upstairs. So I know when dudes be like running from police, like you can see it. You can see it all in how they skin look, how dirty they look. They got dirt on them. They got mud on them. Like you just know when people be running from the police. So I can remember this one time, man, we in the block and we hear the COs, we hear the keys, because that's when we know that was our signal in the jail. When we know the police coming, you will hear their keys. It's like they can't, unless they try to hold it and go real still. That's the only way you wouldn't hear their keys, but you're going to hear these people keys. So we heard their keys coming down the hallway. They coming down the hallway with the keys. Everybody looking, they open up our main door. Boom, boom, the main door open up. They come in, you know what I mean? When he come in, you just see two dudes, like two young boys, like they coming down the hallway, like, I don't know, it was messed up, but it looked like the first dude, they gave him the wrong size jumpsuit. It looked like his jumpsuit was a medium. That's my word, man. Like sometimes they'll do you dirty. Like when I first got there, they was like, what size you want? You know, this back in baggy era. So I'm like 5X. 5X on the top. Give me 3X. Whatever the big sizes was back there, give me 3X. So they gave me the big jump. But some dudes, you'll catch a CO that's old school petty. Nah, that ain't your size here. And just give you any jumpsuit. Now they come and switch jumpsuits too. Like when you have your jumpsuit too long, they'll come through like once every 2 weeks or once a week and switch your jumpsuit out. But they'll have someone petty too doing that at that time too. And he feel like that ain't your size you asking for. He'll give you whatever size you want. So I just remember seeing the young boy come down the hallway. The young boy jumpsuit, man, was so tight, man. That jump that looked like a Sean John velour suit. Man, that's my word. That jump was tight. That jump was super duper tight. It was hugging little bro. Little bro coming to jump. He looking scared, but he looking back and he trying to talk to the dude behind him and the CO like just telling him, come on. So they come in the block. They walk in. They put him in the block. Soon as they come in the block, this is my word. Soon as they come in the block, man, you can look at them. They barefooted. They got slippers on. Both of them barefooted. Both of them have no undershirt on. Both of them look like they free balling up under their jumpsuit. Because I told y'all, if you don't got the particular clothes that you're supposed to come in with when you get locked up, which you're not, they take it from you and your people's got to bring your stuff. So they come in looking like they just came in. They looking like they was running from the police. Look like the police had to run them down. So as soon as they come in the block, man, they in that jump talking. They like, yo. They talking to each other and you see them kind of like, they getting it right, like they hollering now. I'm not from the beach, so I don't know everybody. I'm not gonna know everybody, but I am on the phone and I'm looking at all this, you know what I mean? And I'm looking at them, I'm right there. When they come in, the door right there by the phone, they come in, I'm looking at them. They come in and they just start talking to each other instantly. Then I looked up and I seen another dude go to them and another dude was talking to him. So I blocked so little, it's like you can hear him, you know what I mean? So he talking like, man, we gotta get on the phone, man. Yeah, man, look, man. Yeah, man, we gotta get on the phone. So the other dude, the second dude that came in with the first dude with the tight jumpsuit, the second dude, like, he's basically doing a lot of listening to the first dude talking. That's what I noticed, you know what I mean? So I just, I'm thinking they might have met in booking. I'm thinking they cool or whatever the case, but they talking, they right there kicking hard. So the old dude that was talking to them, he's like, yo, AT White, hey, look, can they get on the phone after you, bro? Look, let them get next somebody after you. I was like, yeah, he after me. Then the dude was like, nah, they can get it. Because everybody saw like how they looked when they came in. They had looked serious as hell. I'm like, yeah, they can get it, bro. I ain't got no problem with that. I finished my call. I hung up. I gave it to them. Dude with the jumpsuit get on the phone. He get on the phone. I guess he talking to his mom. He like, yeah, man. They got me and Bent, man. Yeah, Bent right here. Yeah, they let us come in the same block. So I'm sitting on the table and I'm just listening to this like, they let us come in the same block. So I still ain't put all the pieces to the puzzle together. He like, yeah, they let us come in the same block. Yeah, we right here, man. Yeah, we gotta get a lawyer. Yeah, like, man, listen, they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing on us. Yeah, they chased us, man. Yeah, they chased us. We had to get out on foot and run. He was like, but they ain't got nothing on us, ma. They ain't got nothing on us. You know what I mean? So I guess she asked him a question. He was like, I don't know. I think he went to the hall. I think he went to the block next door. They let him go before, so I think he in the block next door. So he just talked. So he finished the phone call. He get it to the dude who was quiet. You know what I mean? So I guess the dude that was quiet, his name is Bent. You know what I mean? Because that's what he called him. He called him Bent. Now the dude Bent, he get on the phone. I don't know the other dude with the jumpsuit name yet, but the dude Bent, he get on the phone. He called his number. He get on the phone. He start talking. And I guess when he got on the phone with his mama or whoever it was as he was talking, like, and this happens because it happens to me. It happens to a lot of people. Y'all might don't know, but this happens to a lot of people when y'all get a jail call from somebody that just got locked up for the first time, or they just in the jail for the first time and they young. Like, it happens. Like, everybody don't be tough. You know what I mean? But bro was on the phone and he was talking and he couldn't hold it. Bro just started, tears just start coming down. Bro was crying. Bro was, you know what I mean? Like, I guess his mama telling him, be strong. Like, you gonna make it out of this. Like, what were you thinking? Who knows what his mama was telling him? But bro was on the phone, like, just in front of everybody, like, and I know people told him, like, yo, bro, when you come to jail, don't do no crying. I know he been heard that. See, dudes do crimes and don't know how to carry it when they get into jail. Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all gotta have both worlds situated, man. If you're gonna be somebody out there doing crime, you better know how to carry it into jail, man. You can't be having people watching you cry. Bro on the phone, crying. Bro's crying real tears. I know it's hurting. It's hurting him bad that he has to go through this. Like, he probably young first time, and I'm sitting there at the table. Somebody with 18 years waiting to go to penitentiary. And I was in the same boat as these dudes, y'all. How ironic is that? That's crazy. Like, you're gonna see situations that's close to your situations while you in there. But at the same time, though, like, I'm just looking at the young dude and I feel his pain because I did the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, I was upset that I let my peoples down like this, and I just was like, I couldn't hold my tears back. Now, I didn't cry when I went into jail. You know what I mean? Now, I got locked up. I went to the detention home first. I went to TDH first, which is Virginia Beach, Portsmouth, Chesapeake. You know what I mean? That's what that is. So I went there. So I shedded my tears, you know what I mean, when I got in the cell, whatever, man, because it hurts. So I can relate to what bro's going through, man. But at the end of the day, he hung the phone up, man. After he hung the phone up, of course, they didn't have no bed. Bro threw his stuff right there. Dude still trying to talk to him. The woman in the tight jumpsuit, he's still trying to talk to him. Bro just in a daze, man. I guess he in a daze about being in the can, y'all. So boom. What can you do at a situation like that? What can you do in a situation like that? What can you do? There's nothing you can do but just sit tight and just pray. That's all you can do, man, because you never know what your fate is going to be. Y'all think when I was in the jail, y'all think I was sitting there hoping that I get 18, almost 20 years on my first time in trouble? No, sir. I was thinking they probably give me a break. Give me 3 years. Give me 5 years at the most. That's what I was thinking. Them people gave me triple what I was thinking, man. So, like, at the end of the day, you can't do nothing about what your situation is going to be, man. God's plan is going to be God's plan once you start doing crimes. You know what I mean? So, Bro was just like kind of like trying to lay it down. So the dude with the tight jumpsuit, you know what I mean? He kind of like you could tell probably like he like the leader of their crew. And this the only reason I say that is because he was the one kind of like, he didn't look scared. He didn't look like jail was upsetting him. He didn't look like, you know what I mean? Like, this place was a scary place and this is the first time he came. Now, I know this is his first time he came, but I just know that like he's not scared by none of this stuff right here. He's not. He's sitting on his bed. He's sitting up. He kind of like just thinking, you know what I mean? He thinking. He just like this. He just sitting there, you know what I mean? Just sitting there. He got his mind like, you know what I mean? He'll get back on the phone from time to time, you know what I mean? But that's all bro was doing. Bro, look up. You see the police taking a dude. They passing. We got like a window. Like the TV, where the TV is at, all the way in the back of with the day room, it's a window. So you will see the next block of people passing you. They got to pass our block when they go by. So we seen a dude walking by. You know what I mean? Walking by. Walking with the police. And you just see the dude with the tight jump. So he got up. Bent, get up. Bent was like just, he won't sleep. He just kind of raised up. You see the dude with the tight jump. So he runs to the window. He's like, hey, he banging up. Bro, where you going? Bro, where you going? Bro walked by like, bro just kept it moving on him. Bro kept walking on him. Man, bro kept walking on him. That's my word. Bro kept walking on him, man. And I seen the dude with the tight jumpsuit face. He kind of was looking like he didn't know what was going on. He turned around, go back and sit down next to the dude that was crying. You know what I mean? The dude that was crying, looking at him like he crazy. He was like, yo, man, where you think he going? Where you think he going at? The dude that was sitting down crying was like, I don't know. And And I'm standing there looking like, man, like that's crazy because I have like seen this type of situation happen before. Now I have come to discover that these dudes are co-defendants. Like I have came to discover like these dudes co-defendants, but what I can't really figure out is why do they got co-defendants in the same block? That's what I can't understand, man. But the jail is packed. They liable to do anything reckless. This isn't a good idea, by the way, people. Like, I don't think they really do this in jails. I don't know if they do this in y'all states, but I know in Virginia they wasn't doing that, putting co-defendants together like that. Now, I know if you got to put down somebody for your enemy, that's how you stay away from a person, definitely. But other than that, man, still, they try to be careful with that because that can turn out bad, y'all. So, boom! I really want to give these dudes some, like, you know what I mean? Like, that the person I started becoming, like, y'all see who I am in prison, through my prison stories. Like, I kind of want to, like, at least, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't about being nosy. It was just about that, like, they got co-defendants in the block, you know what I mean? And, like, for real, the dude that was crying, bent, he looking super sick. And the other dude looking like he's sick, but, you know, he's a vet kind of to crime. So, like, he ain't really tripping too bad, you know what I mean? So I'm standing there, man, and I'm just right there, like his bed right there. My cell is like 2 cells down that way. So they not sleeping by my cell, but I'm by the table, so I'm kind of by them. So one day I was just like, yo, bro, I tapped the dude with the tight jumpsuit. I was like, yo, bro, listen, you want another jumpsuit? Because I beat him for another jumpsuit. Sometimes you can beat them for another jumpsuit. You got one hidden, you go still switch the old one out, boom, boom, boom. You want it like that, then you got 2 jumpsuits. So I tapped, bro. I was like, yo, I was like, what's up, bro? He was like, he turned around like, what's up, bro? T White, bro. He was like, oh, what's up, man? How you doing? I was like, look, bro, you need another jumpsuit? He was like, you got one, man? That jump, I'm telling you, he got it on. You know, dudes will usually pull it down, but if he would have pulled it down, he ain't had no t-shirt. You know what I mean? So he got it on. He got the whole jumpsuit on. So he like, yeah, he come up out that tight jump. Come up out that jump. You know what I mean? I was like, here, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, here, wear that jump. He like, man, thanks, bro. He was like, appreciate it, man. I was like, yo, man. I was like, what y'all got going on, bro? Like, he was like, shh. Crazy, man. He like, man, police got behind us last night, man. Went on the chase, man. You know what I mean? I said, who was driving? He was like, he was driving. He pointed to the dude that's laying down, the dude bent. He like, he was driving. I'm like, for real? He like, yeah. He was like, man, my man was in the back. You know what I mean? We just took him on a chase through Independence out Virginia Beach. You know what I mean? We thought we lost him, but they came back, so we had to bail. He was like, when we bailed, you know what I mean? They called all of us separately, you know what I mean? So when we got to the jail, he said they had us all in the bullpen. He said then they separated us. So he said after they came with their cases, so I'm like, I'm sitting there looking like I done been in this boat before. Like it hurts when you get all them green sheets. Green sheets are felony sheets. So like I have been in this predicament before. So like I'm like, so how many felonies you got, bro? He was like, man. He was like, we got a lot, bro. I was like, what you mean a lot? He was like, man, shh. Man, it's crazy, man. He was like, we got 30. I was like, 30? That's my word, bro. So they had 30 green sheets. I said, 30? I was like, oh my God. I was like, man, hold on, man. He was like, no, hold on. Matter of fact, yeah, 31, matter of fact, 31. I look over at the dude, his man still just laying on the jump, just looking like his life is destroyed. I'm like, 31. I said, God damn, they gave these niggas Reggie Miller. I said, this is nuts right here, man. I'm like, this is out of control right here, man. This is out of control. 31. I had 12, and that's a lot. That's a lot. These people had 31 joints. I said, bro, how you get 31 joints? As I'm saying that, the dude that be talking to him, he walked up, him and his roommate walked up, so we all kind of like right there by the table. And he was like, man, you out there wilding out, y'all boys big, y'all was wild when I was out there. You know what I mean? He was like, man, crazy, man. He was like, man, what y'all was doing out there though, man? You got 31 felonies? Yeah, damn, nephew, how you get it? He was like, dude ain't saying nothing. The main dude look like he's a veteran to this getting in trouble stuff. He was like, man, we was jamming up pizza delivery drivers. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, so y'all know this back in the time, like when a pizza delivery driver would get jammed up, they might still get jammed up, but I know back then it was like not a whole lot of cards being scanned, and it wasn't a whole lot of like you can call and pay over the phone going on. So a delivery driver back then would have a pocket full of money, a car full of money, who knows? So he said that's what they was doing. They was jamming up delivery drivers. He said they'll get random people to call, do this and do that, set it up. So now I'm figuring it out. They hit him like he hit me, you know what I mean? Because if you planning your crime, that's conspiracy. So he got 10 robberies, 10 use of fire. He got 11 robberies, 11 use of firearms, and 11 conspiracy counts. I said, man, this man got 31 cases, man. This man, like, I think if it won 11 conspiracies, it was 10 conspiracies, one of the two. But he got a lot of green sheets, man. This is a lot of felonies. So he like, yeah, he was like, but they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing on us or something to motive. He said they were trying to question me. Man, I mean, he said they questioned my man over here. He ain't saying that. We ain't saying nothing. I'm like, man, well, y'all just got to keep y'all mouth shut. That's what y'all got to do, man. Don't be in here talking dudes said the same thing. The dude that knew, he's like, y'all don't be in here telling y'all business. Don't be doing none of that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, that's crazy, bro. I was like, man, listen, man. So another dude that knew the young boys, he was like, yo, y'all can get oiled up for that. The young boy was like, man, we ain't gonna get it. He was like, man, y'all can get oiled up for that. He was like, T White, tell him T White. So I'm standing there like, you know what I mean? Like, dang, like, you know what I mean? I gotta give him the scary reality. I was like, yo, bro, listen. I said, man, I'm from Norfolk, bro. I said, man, I came down here and was robbing people, bro. I said, man, I had 4 robberies, 4 use of firearms, and 4 conspiracies, which is 12 green sheets, bro. I said, you got Reggie Miller gang. I said, bro, they gave me 18 years on that, bro. They gave me 18 years. He was like, 18 years? He got up, he was like, you got 18 years, bro? I'm like, yeah, bro. You like, man, it's crazy, man. You gave 18 years. I said, man, yeah, man, I'm waiting to go to penitentiary now. I'm waiting for the bus to come get me any man. I said, bro, they been dragging me. I've been waiting to get I'm ready to go. He was like, you ready to go to penitentiary? I was like, bro, I'm ready. I'm ready to run the penitentiary, bro. I'm ready to run the penitentiary, bro. Like, he was like, man, we ain't trying to go to penitentiary, man. That's crazy, man. So I'm like, yo, where you think they took your man? He was like, I don't know. Oh, he was like, what do you think they took him? They took him to interrogate him. They gonna interrogate y'all one by one. I'm gonna let y'all know now. Keep y'all mouth shut. That's all y'all gotta do. Now, I don't know about your man. I don't know what your man doing over there. He was like, nah, young dude was like, nah, he's solid. I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, man, bro, y'all just gotta just chill and just, you know what I mean? Don't tell y'all business, man, and just, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, what's your name, bro? He was like, man, T, man. I was like, oh, all right, that's what's up, man. I was like, yo, T, look, I'm telling you, man, like, don't be in here running your mouth crazy, you know what I mean? He was like, no, I just rock with y'all. And that's what it is. I'm like, yo, keep it like that, y'all. So boom. You know what I mean? That's how bro gotta keep it. He gotta keep it that way. Like, I'm giving him great advice. This is the stuff that the people told me when I first came in, when I was young. And I had to learn the different things. And I told y'all the stage that I'm at right now in my life, like, I'm feeling mature. I'm not feeling like the same person I was when I first came into jail. I'm not feeling like I just want to attack people for no reason or get into fights or go to the hole for dumb stuff. That's not who I was anymore. I'm growing up. You know what I mean? So, like, to see two young dudes kind of like in the same boat that I was in, man, I just felt bad. You know what I mean? So they call outside rec. Now, our outside rec, you wasn't like your average outside rec. Sometimes you can go out, you know what I mean? But they had like a little bait, little down, some junk you would go to, and it's, the wall is this tall, and you in a little box, and you can play basketball, but you got flip-flops. So it wasn't a whole lot you could do. So they called that. I didn't go out, you know what I mean? His coded, the dude, T, went out. The young boy didn't go out. The young boy Bent, he didn't go out. He stayed in it. He stayed on his bed. So they all go to the jump. There's a few dudes that stayed back. So we're in the jump. You know what I mean? I get off the phone. You know what I mean? I get off the phone, sitting on the table. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I see the little dude, you know what I mean, laying there looking like his life is over. You know what I mean? He got back on the phone again. This time he didn't cry, but you know, you could tell it hurts when you talk to your mama. You know what I mean? So he's still sitting there. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, what's your name? Bent, right? He was like, yeah. I was like, bro, man. I was like, man, crazy, man. I was like, bro, like, y'all just, bro, you can't be in here like you don't want to eat for real and you just super stressed out. I was like, I did the same thing, bro. I'm telling you, I did the same thing when I came in. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to talk. I was hurting. I was like, bro, listen, take my advice. You can't be in here like showing that you know what I mean? Like, you just super like your life is like over with. I said, bro, this is the reality right now. You got to deal with reality, bro. I said, man, y'all was out there doing that stuff, man. I said, man, I was out there doing the same thing, bro. I regretted it every day. You know what I mean? I said, but you can't be in here looking like that, bro. I said, just kind of like, he was like, what you want me to do? I was like, I ain't telling you can't lay in the bed all the time. I was like, bro, just try to get some energy, do something, bro. I said, because once dudes start seeing that this is how you are, I said, dudes gonna try you. That's just how jail is. He was like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, my uncles used to tell me the same thing. I'm like, damn, bro. So y'all got all them damn felonies, man. He like, man. It's like, man, following my goddamn homeboy. Like, we call each other cousins because my mama type with his mama, and you know what I mean? But like, you know, like, man, I just can't believe this, man. He was like, man, like, for real, bro. He was like, bro, I graduate in June. I was gonna graduate, you know what I mean? I'm about to graduate high school. He told me he was going to Salem High School. He was about to graduate, and he was just telling me different things. And I'm just like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucked up, man. Like, you know what I mean? You about to go through this a rough time you about to go through, bro. Because for those felonies right there, bro, they're gonna get you on something. You're not going home. You're not. Now, if you can beat all them joints some mysterious way, then you can. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, bro, this is tough right here, man. I'm like, bro, you gotta just, you know what I mean? You gotta deal with it, bro. He was like, no, man, like, it's just hard dealing with it, man. He was like, bro, I got a girl. He was like, you know what I mean? Like, I got a family, like, it just hurts, man. They can't believe I was doing this. They didn't even know I was doing this. And that's how my people's was. They didn't know I was doing that. So, like, me and bro related in a lot of ways, man. You know what I mean? Like, we kind of really related. So he like, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy right here, man. It's crazy right here. So as we talking, you know what I mean? We hear the keys come. Keys come. They came in the jump. They called bro last name. I ain't gonna say his last name. They called his last name. He was on the jump. I didn't even know that was his last name. He was like, right here. He set up a little bit. It was like, they need you downstairs. He was like, all right. He was like, put your jumpsuit on. He was like, because he had his jump down. He got up, put his jumpsuit up. Walked out with the CO, y'all. So boom. Now, I'm not making assumptions and I'm not trying to say what bro was doing. But at the end of the day, they didn't even see when the last dude came back. Now, he probably back in the block and they probably just didn't catch him walking by or whatever the case is. But now they calling the other dude. They calling the dude. They calling Bent. They calling him to the interrogation joint. You know what I mean? So he dipped. Now, when we got outside rec, we out there like 2 hours. You know what I mean? Because you never really get in the air. So they leave you out there a couple hours. So bro was gone for about an hour. You know what I mean? Bro was gone for about an hour. He come back. Get on the phone. He used the phone. You know what I mean? Talking on the phone, then he covered up on the phone. You know what I mean? Privacy game. He like this on the jack. You know what I mean? He using it. You know what I mean? Get off the phone. He sit back down in his little jump. He got his back to the bars now, to the cell that's behind him. He got his back to the jump. He got his arms on his knees. He just sitting on his bed. You know what I mean? I come out my cell. I pin him, come back, get on the phone, all that. You know what I mean? So I come out my cell. I walk to the TV. I turn the channel. You know what I mean? Nobody in there for real. Turn the channel. You know what I mean? I was like, what y'all trying to watch, man? What y'all trying to watch? Jerry Springer? What y'all trying to look at? What y'all trying to look at? I turn around. I see him. He looking. He like, that man did one of these. He was like, he put his hands on his face. He was like, and I seen it. I'm like, hey, Ben, what's up? You all right? What's good? I was like, well, that was your lawyer? He was like, huh? I was like, that was your lawyer that came to see you? What are you talking about? We gotta be talking about something. He was like, oh, yeah, that was my lawyer. Yeah, that was my lawyer. Man, I don't know, man. Like, we don't even have the money to pay for him like that. You know, I'm like, man. I'm like, oh, bro, you gonna be all right, man. So I turned the channel, kept going on about my business. Next thing you know, outside rec come back. When the rec came back, you know what I mean? The rec came back in, bro, come back in. You know what I mean? So him, the dudes, the old head dudes that rock with him from the beach and all that, they know the dude T, you know what I mean? The main dude, they went outside too. Now, I didn't know that the dude T, the dude that be talking to T that's in the block, I didn't know his roommate stayed in. You know what I mean? He probably just stayed in his cell. I didn't see him. You know what I mean? But he can hear us talking because nobody's in the block or whatever the case. So when we come back in, dude come back in, everybody trying to get a shower. You know what I mean? Everybody moving around, crazy in the block. Everybody moving around. You see the old head dude that know the young boys, he called the dude T to his cell. He's like, yo, T. And he slept in the last cell all the way at the end. He's like, yo, T, come here. T was like, he was about to get on the phone. He go down there. You know what I mean? He go down there. Get over there. You know what I mean? Now I'm watching. And I seen the dude Big didn't even say to his co-defendant that the lawyer is here. You know what I mean? He didn't even say the lawyer came to see him. You know what I mean? He didn't say nothing. He just still in his little blank mode, not saying nothing. So the dude T go holler at, you know what I mean? He go holler at the old heads. So I guess the old head roommate put him on point. You know what I mean? So he come back out the cell. This is how I know he come back out the cell. He like, hey, Ben. Hey, who came to see you, bro? He was like, Ben was like, my lawyer. He was like, who you people, what lawyer you got? He was like, man, I forgot his name. He was like, you forgot his name? What you mean you forgot his name, man? He was like, man, I forgot his name. I don't know what's going on no more. I'm sitting there like, something's fishy. You know what I mean? Something's fishy. But at the end of the day, this is not my business. But just depending on the whole situation, something's fishy. Something's fishy, y'all. So boom. He played it off. He ain't say nothing. He told me he didn't know who the hell came to see him, which is dumb and weird. But the dude T go get on the phone. He called his mama. You know what I mean? So I don't know if his mama talked to bro mama. I don't know what the case is. But when bro T got off the phone, he on the phone up. He was like, yo. He walked over there to Bent. Bent was laying down. He grabbed Bent on. He raised him up. He was like, yo, man. Your mama said, goddamn, ain't no lawyer come see you. She ain't even get you a lawyer yet, bro. We only been in here 3 days, bro. He was like, well, who came to see you? He was like, it was the detectives, man. He was like, the detectives? He was like, yeah. And he already said that he called bro name, you know what I mean, that walked by the door, the other co-defendant that they didn't bring in the block. He said, and they say he already gonna cooperate, man. He was like, cooperate? What do you mean he gonna cooperate? He was like, man, that's what they say, man. That's what they told me, man. So he was like, what you do? He was like, man, I told him I don't know. He was like, you told him I don't know? He was like, man, come on, man. He was like, we grew up together. You gonna do me like that? He was like, man, we fall. We young, bro. I was like, this dude is a young psychopath. Because only if I could take it like that when I was his age, pause. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's acting like this is nothing. For real. Like, that's how I knew he was the ringleader of their crew. He was definitely the ringleader of their crew, man. You see all type of crazy situations come through this jail, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's nuts. So, bro basically is being honest with him. So, I see the old head dude standing by their cell just watching how T carried it, like, you know what I mean? So, T go back down there where the old heads was at. He go back and they say, start talking to him, you know what I mean? Nighttime come, time fly. A little bit later on, nighttime come. He don't speak no more to Bent the rest of the day. Nighttime come, you know what I mean? TV off, everybody just moving around, you know what I mean? Goddamn, I'm in the cell. You hear the nigga, goddamn, the nigga T was like, yo. Hey, yo, Bent. Hey, Bent, man, look, man. You can't do it like this, man. Like, he gonna try to be loud, but you can hear it. Like, nobody can hide their voices unless you whisper. You like, man, we can't do it like this, Bent, man. Come on, man, I could have told on you, bro. You done jumps. I could told on you. I ain't gonna do that, though. We just gotta keep our mouth shut. Dude, Bent was like, I know, man, but like, what you want me to do? He just kept saying, what you want me to do? You know what I mean? And these are the things that y'all don't really know, but that be going on. This happens all the time in the jail. Like, regardless if they're in the block together or not, like, when it comes to co-defendants with an S, like, it's always going to be somebody telling on somebody. That's just how I go. You know what I mean? That's just how I go. I got a co-defendant. My co-defendant, we was done. They had us red-handed. There was nothing we could do. Nobody told on nobody. As far as these dudes, they definitely, somebody's going to flip. They're young, they green, they scared, they got families, they don't know what to do, they don't want to go to prison. At the end of the day, somebody always flips. And I know this. This is what I know from being in the jail. You know what I mean? So, like, I know for a fact, like, when you got co-defendants with an S on the end of it, man, like, somebody's always going to turn. Somebody's going to turn. That's just how I go. You can't do nothing about that. This is the stuff that go on, y'all. Y'all don't know this, but when it's like that, and y'all be seeing these little young dudes getting locked up, that y'all know that be coming into jail and all that stuff, somebody's going to tell. Somebody always tells, man. That's just how I go. So, boom. So what can you do about it? Not a damn thing. You know what I mean? Maybe if you're going to commit crimes, don't have a co-defendant, because this is what's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. There's always going to be somebody to tell, and that's just how it go. So I guess from T talking to the old heads, they basically telling them like, yo, dude gonna tell. You know what I mean? Your man gonna tell. What you gonna do about it? So T talking to him, you know what I mean? And Bent ain't really trying to hear it no more. He's not trying to hear it no more, man. So I guess the dude T rolled a kite to the dude in the block that was beside us. You know what I mean? So he get a kite back from dude. You know what I mean? The dudes that do the trades, he come back, slide on a kite. He looking at the kite. He go straight down to the old head and say, man, look at this junk, man. Man, this man say his mama told him save himself. His mom and daddy told him save himself, bro. Old head is like, man, what you expect, man? What you think gonna happen, man? You got all these damn co-defendants. What you think gonna happen, youngin'? He like, man, these my family though. They ain't gonna do it, man. They ain't gonna do it. He in denial. He in denial about how this jail shit is. Like, he's in crazy denial. Like, somebody's gonna freaking tell. That's just how this shit go. You know what I mean? The dude Bent, I seen him sitting on his bed. I never seen him get a request for him. I never seen him do none of this shit. You know what I mean? He got a request for him. He got the little stake, little pen. He trying to write it. Swear he write the request form. The dude T come back from the window. He see him write the request form. He walked by. He was like, man, what the hell is this? What you writing? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? You gotta go see the nurse. Why you gotta go see the nurse? Why you gotta go see the nurse? And he was like, because I'm hurting. He was like, ain't nothing wrong with you. He was like, man, when the police grabbed us, man, they tackled me. I hurt my chest. He was like, man, all right, man. He was like, man, I'm letting you know now, man. Like, man, I'll never forgive you, man. I'll never forgive you when you betray me, bro, because I'll never betray you. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, later on that day, they call Bink. They go back to medical. They go to medical. They call him to go to medical. He gets up. He leaves with the CO again. Everybody start talking to me like, yo, that dude gonna rat, man. That dude gonna rat. They was like, for real, for real. They looking at T like, yo, for real? Bro, it's the lottery for you right now because they never put co-defendants in the block together. It's the lottery. What you gonna do? Y'all see how evil old heads be? Like, they just try to push you in the wrong direction any chance they can. You know what I mean? They don't care. They just want to see dudes brawl. They like, yo, I'm telling you, you hit the lottery. You in the block with your co-defendant. I'm saying in my head, Bink ain't coming back. Bink is not coming back. He's not coming back on this one. He's not going to come back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking that was a check-in move because his mind is made up. An hour later, as I say that, Bink coming back in the block. He come back in the block, man. It's my word. He come back in the block this time. You couldn't even, I don't know where T was at. He usually be out in the day room, but he probably was in the cell with the old heads that put the battery in his back. You know what I mean? It's my word. As soon as the COs left, Bink came back, got on the bed, sat on his bed again, put his back against the bars. You know what I mean? I come out the cell, I see the situation. I look, I see T come about the old head cell. T come about the old head cell. I promise it was like he walking in slow motion. And he walked up on Bent, man. And he hit Bent. Man, he hit Bent right. Man, he hit Bent right in his nose. He's sitting down. Man, he caught him. Bow. Bent said, he grabbed his nose, man. That's my word. The dude T just started beating him down. Man, he started beating him down by the table, y'all. He like, I can't, I'm talking about this, you know, them young boys got plenty of energy, man. His on top of him game was like, can't believe it, nigga. He was blacking out on Ben as Ben was balling up. Man, it's my word. He was like, man, he got involved. He was like, man, can't believe you gonna do this shit. Can't believe you gonna do this shit. You gonna snitch on me? You gonna snitch on me? That's what you gonna do? You gonna snitch on me? That man got up on the bench. He got that nigga bent like, his bed, like right there. He got up on the bench. He's like, you gonna snitch on me? Man, this man jumped off the bench. He jumped off the bench and hit him with his knees. I looked up, he was in the air like this. Woo! Man, he landed, he put his whole body, man, he landed on the top of his homeboy. He hit him right in the ribs with them jumps. Dude was like, dude was like, oh. He was like, oh. He got up. He was like, you gonna tell me? He just started beating his body. Bah, 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 bah. You gonna tell me? Move your hands. Bah, 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 bah. He was beating the hell out of Big Body. Big like, man, they gonna force me to do it, man. What do you want me to do? He like, man, you gonna tell? Bah, bah, bah. He just kept, man, this is his best friend, his homeboy. He's trying to kill him in the block, y'all. He's beating the shit out of him, man. I look up at the old heads like, they watching this shit like, man, fucking snitch. He a fucking snitch anyway. He a snitch anyway. I'm standing there, I'm like, and I can't get into it. I can't get into it. He beating Ben ass. Man, that's my word. Look up, Ben, look at me like, he gave me the save of my eyes. I can't save you, Ben. I can't. There's nothing I can do, bro. You ratting, bro. Like, for real, it's not a good thing what you doing. I feel bad. I know you scared and young, but this isn't a good thing of what you doing, Ben. Like, you should listen to your cousin. You should let this ass whooping teach you a lesson. Man, he beat the shit out of Ben ass in there, man. He beat Ben's ass. Ben goddamn, he beat his ass all the way up until he got tired. You know what I mean? When he got tired, he was breathing so hard, he backed up. He was like, Lee, you gonna tell me? He walked past me, I grabbed him like, bro, look, bro. I said, bro, listen, you kicking his ass ain't gonna stop him from telling, bro. You know what I mean? I said, bro, listen, man, shit like this happen all the time. He said, this my people's though. I said, I know. I said, but you kicking his ass is just something that's gonna satisfy your appetite for a second. I said, but you're not gonna be able to do nothing about it unless you kill him. I said, I know you don't wanna kill your man. He went back, he was like, As he's saying that, Ben set up a little bit. He walked back over there, swung that Ben ass, Ben dunked that bitch. That nigga hand hit the bars. Bah! He was like, ah! Oh, fuck. He ran back on Ben. Ben was like, him and Ben started rumbling again. This time, Ben fighting back. The little dude fighting back. He get all, he fighting for his life, bro. Injured now. He hit his right hand on the bars. And they rumbling. This is my word. Ben getting off on him a little bit. I look up, man. I see the old head dude. He like, Ben run, he right there behind Ben. This word. Goddamn, Ben go after him again because he got the ups on his cousin now because his cousin hand injured. Ben go back out and real, they fight. As soon as he do that, I see the old head grab Ben by the back of his jumpsuit and say, he snatched Ben down, man. Ben hit down. Ben hit the ground so down, boom, his head hit the ground. He was out. He was out. Council Christmas. He's done. This word. And nigga T got up. T was like, fuck. Motherfucker. He walked up. He was like, boom. He started goddamn forearming UFC game and that nigga. He was like, motherfucker. You mother. I said, oh shit. Goddamn, nigga whooping his ass. I was like, damn. This shit crazy as a bitch. Nigga was like, yo, go on his shit. Oh, he was like, check all his papers that he just came back with. When he said he went to see his lawyer and all that shit. Niggas grab his papers and shit. Niggas looking, you know what I mean? Goddamn. They look. This nigga done wrote out a statement. You know what I mean? This nigga done wrote a statement. He done all type of shit. They beat that man ass in there for a minute. The old head jumping. I guess they was feeling like he a rat. You know what I mean? Like a rat is a rat. And that's the case. It is. A rat is a rat. But they, all three of them niggas, the old head, his roommate, and T, man, they beat dude ass. They beat the hell out of Ben for a minute. Ben was done. Ben was out of there. It's my word. Goddamn, they come through and do trays. They threw the blanket on his ass. Goddamn, so when they come through, they know who ain't coming to get their food. I go get my tray. I look at him, I'm like, damn, they got the blanket over this nigga. Everybody getting their tray. CO call his last name. Hey, where he at? Is that him right here? Hey, man. You okay under that blanket? He ain't move that blanket. CO was like, need to back up over here. Yeah, second floor part. Yeah. Next thing you know, they come in that joint. He was like, hey man, they pull the blanket. Oh shit! Who the fuck did this? Everybody in their fucking cells. If you're not in the cells, stand over here by the bars. Niggas was just getting together and he was like, goddamn, niggas get to talking. Niggas just goddamn looking at it like, oh shit. They grab him, they see that nigga, fuck, man, he's fucked. They beat the shit out of him. They beat the living shit out of him, man, my word. Goddamn, looking around. Goddamn, I see the white boy. This word is a white dude in there. Good Samaritan type of white dude. I guess he felt bad. He don't understand the street rules. Like, he in jail, you know what I mean? But he don't understand the street politics, like, when it comes to snitching. Like, that's a bad thing. But these are co-defendants. This is a co-defendant beef. That's why I don't give a shit if he's snitching. He's snitching on his co-defendant. He's snitching on me. What the hell I'm gonna do? A snitch is a snitch at the end of the day. But I guess the white dude was feeling some type of way, man. They was like, when they come in your cell, the white dude was in the cell with another white dude, which he was in the last cell in front of me. And they went in my cell after they took the dude bit out in the medical, took him to medical. They come back in and they start checking dudes. Now, they go into the first white dude cell. They go up in there a minute. They up in there, you know what I mean? They come in after they leave his joint, they come in my joint. After they leave my joint, they go in the next joint. They come and check everybody. You know what I mean? When they get down to the last cell, they was like, yeah, y'all two come with me. Y'all two come with me. Man, that's my word. They bag both of the dudes, the dude and his roommate. They bag him. They take both of them. Then they come back like 5 minutes later and bag T. T come out the joint looking crazy. I'm saying in my head, like, bro, still gonna tell. Bro, still gonna tell. So that shit was the talk of the goddamn floor of the jail at this particular moment, man, because they said because of the crowdedness in the jail that the dude bent mama is trying to sue now because her son got attacked by his co-defendant and his friends. They never should have been in the block together anyway, man. It's a 90% chance that young dudes are going to testify against each other. This is just about who does it first. That's how that game go. They out there doing all the trouble, shooting all the guns, doing all the robberies and doing all this stuff, then get locked up in jail. That's what goes on. So his mom was looking like, basically like, that's what he was gonna have to do to get out of this situation because he was running with the wrong people. And that's how that usually go when there's a situation with a child or a younger dude that get locked up was running with the wrong people. He tells. His mama said he was gonna cooperate from the top. And they didn't move him in another block. They kept him in the same block with his co-defendant after he agreed to help out and write a statement and do all that shit. So they were saying that his mama was gonna sue the shit because she's right. But what she didn't know is because of the space in the jail, you know what I mean? Because of the space in the jail, man, you know what I mean? Like, that was gonna be a hard case to beat because there really was no space in the jail. They was just putting niggas anywhere. And that's why that co-defendant shit probably slipped him. You know what I mean? That's why that shit probably slipped. Long story short, man, they said his mom tried to do that shit. It didn't work. You know what I mean? It didn't work. But what they did do is not only for him, you know what I mean, testifying on T. You know what I mean? Not only for him testifying on T. For that incident that happened in the jail, man. They said the dude Bent only received 8 years for 31 felonies. You know what I mean? So he been home. He been home. But I think he really learned his lesson from all that shit because, like, jail is nothing to play with. Getting in trouble is nothing to play with. Don't you know all that stuff that I'm talking about in this story comes with getting in trouble. And I know he learned his lesson from that, y'all. I know he did, man. But at the end of the day, he still testified on T. And I told T that. You still gonna tell you, bro. You can kill him in his level. You gonna kill him? That's the only way he ain't gonna testify. Beating his ass ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I think they said T ended up getting like, I think they said he got Jerry Rice, man. Like, real talk, man. I think he got Jerry Rice, man, because one of those delivery drivers got shot. And I remember that too. And that was another case that came up later on that we heard about. But they say one of the delivery drivers got shot. So they ended up giving bro Jerry Rice, man, like 80 years or something like that, man. Bro still bitten. And he been locked up ever since he was 18 years old, man. But that's just how it go, man. This is a lesson to y'all, man. Like, to people that have kids, to people that have nephews, to people that know young dudes that's in the street, man. Please let them know that, man. Like, they out here doing all these crimes, robbery, abduction, carjacking, all these dangerous crimes that's gonna get you Jerry Rice. It's gonna get you 80 years at the end of the day, man. Y'all don't know that. If I was out there, if I knew that robbery was getting me 18 years or something close to 18 years, I would have never done those crimes. I promise y'all, man. I would have been a model citizen, man. So at the end of the day, man, those dudes still got their fate. Everybody, man. You know, even Bent, he still had to do like 7 years, 6, 7 years. You know what I mean? Now, the other co-defendant, he probably testified too. I never had information on him, man. But at the end of the day, everybody lost in that situation, man. Bent lost because he had to tell on his best friend. T lost because he lost the rest of his life. You know what I mean? And that's just how the situation go, man. Jail is a dangerous damn place, man. And I'm witnessing all this shit. But at the end of the day, I'm still in the damn jail.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.